Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
How do you want
Too
to
many
begin it?
cooks. I don't know.
Too many cooks. Too many cooks. Too many cooks. Too many cooks. Too many.
Hey everyone, I'm Michael from the Game Boys.
I'm Chris from the Game Boys.
And this is sadly the third and final video for E3.
Yes, it's been a long journey to the end of this
It has.
madness, I suppose you can call it.
It has. We've had a lot of, euphoric moments, a lot of down moments, a lot of frustrating moments, and some epiphanies as well.
We've run the whole gamut of emotions, which
Yeah.
is weird for me because I'm actually a robot and I can feel no feelings.
Yeah, so that's ironic for Chris. But let's start at the beginning with...
Spider-Man. Oh, you were going to do a drum roll. Let's try that again.
Spider-Man! Alright, yeah. Spider-Man Triple Action Web Blaster.
A Spider-Man Triple Action Web Blaster.
Yeah, so we played Spider-Man.
Yes, and I personally, I don't know about you, I had a lot of fucking fun with it.
I
thought it was a blast.
An insane amount of fun with it. That was probably my, game of E3.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I can respect
I
that.
mean,
That's a
what
solid
would you do?
choice.
Yeah, it's my game of E3.
Put up a mini title card right there. What did you do? Did you swing around the city, or did you follow like the path they set up for?
Yeah, so at first I started just swinging around the city. I was like, oh, this is fun. This feels like Spider-Man 2. And then
Which is one of the best games of all time, by the way. If not one of the best movie games of all time.
Yeah, and then this lady came on the intercom in the game. And she was like, oh, hey, there's reports of something going on. So I followed the little yellow thing on my screen. And then after that, I just followed police reports that are on my screen. And then after that, more yellow things. And eventually I faced a boss. And it was this electric guy. It was Shock, I'm pretty sure.
It was a shocker.
Yeah, it was a shocker. Yeah, though he looked different.
Yeah, you know what I remember from the cartoon?
Yeah, but I mean, a lot has changed in 20 years.
Fuck, we're old. Anyway, did you like it?
Yeah, I loved it. It was amazing. I'm telling you, it is my game of E3.
All right, cool. I enjoyed it a lot myself because the first 10 minutes we got to play with the demo, I didn't do any of the story stuff. I just swung around the city, and I had this huge grin on my face because it reminded me of the Spider-Man 2 days. And it was so much fun just swinging around Manhattan, getting to be Peter Parker. The first thing I did was went to the top of the Empire State Building and just jumped off because I could. Because I could,
Nice.
and it was a lot of fun to do it. The combat was a lot of fun. They took a lot of cues from Batman Arkham City, obviously, or Arkham Asylum, whatever came first, Asylum. And yeah, it was a blast. It was a blast. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop smiling when I was playing
Oh
it.
yeah, no, I think I was the same way. It was an amazing game.
Yeah,
Amazing
definitely,
game.
definitely.
Now, from there, we moved on to something else.
Yes, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yeah, Ultimate.
The Ultimate Edition. There will be no more Smash Brothers games
That's what
after
I'm
this
thinking.
one.
That's what I'm thinking, right? I mean, because Ultimate just sounds like, hey, this is the best, and that's the best it'll ever be. This is the pinnacle of Super Smash.
We can stop now.
No more. I'm
Yes.
like, well, I would like more.
And well, the bottom line is that it's Smash. It's it's no more, no less. It's exactly how you'd expect Smash to
Yeah.
be, and it's exactly what you want Smash to be.
Do not play against professional players.
Well, you want to tell them that little tidbit of information about
Oh,
what
yeah.
happened with us?
So you have to get tickets on your phone.
Special shout out to Mike for hooking us up.
Not me.
I will suck your dick, I promise.
Well, he's really good at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you get tickets on your phone, and then you select a date and a 45-minute time period, or window, I guess.
And you can choose to play competitive or non-competitive.
Yeah.
Now,
So-
me being a pretty decent Smash Brothers player, I decided, you know what, let's do competitive. Let's give this a shot.
And
I
I'm
put
god-awful.
And Mike's god-awful, and I sort of put him through hell, and I apologize.
No, that's fine.
But we get online, and we're about to turn the corner to play, and there are these guys that come up and talk to people that are online, and we're like, okay, maybe they are just friends. Turns out that's not the case.
Yeah. It's one of them's, I guess, a famous YouTuber. The other one was a professional Super Smash player.
And the person who was in line said, hey, why don't you come on in? Why don't you come on in? Just step right here. Just step right here. And the other guys were like, are you sure? Are you sure you want me to? Yeah, just come on in. Just come on in. And no one said anything or did anything about it. So by the time we got to the front of the line, we had to play against professional Smash Brothers
Yeah, but
players.
this is not a joke, actually. I did get to interview a professional Super Smash player.
Yeah, so He was really chill. He was really nice.
Yeah,
he was a good guy.
Yeah.
Just wish we had an actual legitimate chance at the competitive version of Smash.
Because if you moved up, you can like win a hat, you can win a towel. Then if you win the main stage, you get a medal, which is cool. I mean, I don't have a medal. I don't know why I did that.
I've never won anything in my life. This might be my only chance.
So
Nintendo, fuck you.
Yeah, I'm actually really down Nintendo. I don't like how they handled a lot of their stuff. I really don't.
It was fun though. It was a fun game. Smash was fun. He doesn't think so. Okay, so next game we played, we had two separate VR experiences again.
We did.
I played this VR game, Tetris World, and it's Tetris in VR. Now you're maybe thinking to yourself, how much VR can you really put into a game of Tetris? Well, the answer is you really can't. But what happens is it's really trippy because every time you move your Tetris piece, it moves to the beat of the song. I don't know how they do that, especially when you're in control of the Tetris piece, but it's really trippy and it works really well. And I actually think the VR helps the experience because it completely immerses you in the music and the graphics and what they want you to surround you with. I think that
What
it would
did they
work.
surround you with? Just a black screen and in front of you is just a normal Tetris game?
Well, around you is like sort of different colors, but directly in front of you is the actual Tetris game.
Okay.
So when you get 4 in a row, they send a bunch of shit right at you, and it works really nicely to get you into the experience. I don't know if it would work as well if it was just on a regular screen, but it probably would. But with that being said, I absolutely loved it, and I really want to see more of it, and I'm hoping that it gets released relatively soon.
Yeah, well, for me, I did the Star Trek Bridge experience,
That
or
was
something
it.
like that. The game's already been released for about a year. I did the DLC for this game. I think I'm kind of looking for some excuse to get a VR headset because I think VR is really cool. I love the concept, and it's gotten a long way since the Virtual Boy.
We don't talk about that.
No, we don't.
My head still hurts.
But Power Glove. Whew.
No, we always talk about
Let
that.
me tell you.
Now you're playing with power.
Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you're playing with power.
I think VR is really, really cool, and I've had really good experiences in VR. Luckily, I didn't play Mega Disappointment.
Again, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, we don't talk about it, but I just did.
Fuck.
But so the Star Trek one is the concept is cool. I mean, you're on a Star Trek ship, you're on the Enterprise. This would seem like a really boring game, and it probably would be if it wasn't virtual reality. But literally, all you do is you control the arms of your character, and he clicks on stuff. So you're like, oh hey.
The excitement is almost overwhelming.
Well, okay, but this is, I don't know why I thought it was fun, but it's just cool to be in that atmosphere, I guess.
It's difficult to describe why VR works so well.
Yeah, I think it's because you're so immersed in everything, and I can see the potential of VR, and I want it to go further. I want the graphics to get better too.
That's really what the next hurdle it needs to get over.
Yeah, because the graphics are like N64 graphics.
If you can imagine VR with like God of War graphics,
yeah,
it'd be unstoppable.
Yeah, no, that'd be amazing.
Unstoppable.
That'd be amazing. Or like Final Fantasy cutscene graphics.
Oh, I think I think that's going too far.
Oh, too far?
That's going too far because you'll never want to leave.
Well, that's true.
Imagine like VR porn with those kinds of graphics. Would you ever consider having real sex ever again?
Yeah,
I don't believe you.
I have a girlfriend.
I still don't believe you.
You like kind of look around the ship, and it's like, oh, we got to interact with the person coming in the intercom. You're like, oh, let's answer the call, and then they're like, hey, I'm attacking you. And you're like, all right, red alert, red alert. And then after that, you go to the like combat, and the combat is like, hey, swipe left for phaser cannons on. Point on this little screen to select the ship that you want to attack, and then like a shot meter in NBA 2K, you have to time it right and get right in this little square.
I never thought I'd hear Star Trek and NBA 2K in the same sentence.
And you tap it, and that's how you get your laser torpedoes on target. But then they purposely make sure that the other ships, way OP. So they're like, oh, your shields are down. You gotta go into hyperspace. We can't do this shit. So then they transport you to another screen. And there you're like, oh, I'm going to assign this person here to work on this so I can work on my hyperspace jump. And then that was basically it.
Are you doing your best Zap Brannigan?
No, that was just me talking.
Okay, so would you recommend Star Trek Bridge?
I would recommend it if you have VR. If you don't get it.
Okay, so the next
Yeah.
game we played was FIFA.
Yes,
It's FIFA.
FIFA 19.
No more, no less. That's just FIFA.
Yeah, it's. I mean, graphically, it's what we played on the PS4.
Right.
So graphically, it was great,
Yes.
and you have precision passing.
And for some
Which is
reason,
real.
it is real. And for some reason, again, they wouldn't let us film.
No, which is strange, but we did sneak a pic.
We're gonna put that up on the screen right now.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm so glad on the last day that Sam was able to join us.
Yeah.
Sam, it was really nice having you, dude. I'm sorry you had to fly out so quickly. You're gonna be here for the video, but it was really nice having you here, dude. It was fun hanging out with you on the third day of E3.
Good to see you again, man. Thanks for coming
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Seriously, Sam, you're awesome, dude.
And our last experience
Oh yes,
was, of course,
you have to end on this.
you have to. Otherwise, what are you even doing at E3?
I mean, this is probably. I think I lied earlier. Spider-Man's not my game.
Oh, really?
No.
Really?
No.
This is your new favorite.
Megalith. It's my game.
I'll see you
I
in
can't-
hell.
no, I can't.
I'll see you in hell. I'll see you in
I
hell.
can't do that. Chris, come back.
I'll see you.
Chris,
no,
it was
no,
a joke.
no.
It was
Fuck
a joke.
you.
It was a.
Fuck you. You're gonna remind me of that piece of shit? You're gonna remind me of the game that made me want to quit video games? I'm out. I'm out. We're not the Game Boys anymore, we're just Game Boy. Alright, done. Fuck you. Mother.
Chris,
What?
what if I give you some of my precious tritium?
Precious tritium.
I'm back in.
My game of E3 is definitely Spider-Man, without a doubt. But I really did enjoy Forza Horizon 4.
That was the last game we played.
Yeah, it was the
but
last
it
game we
wasn't
played.
just Forza Horizon 4 that we played. We played it in an intense arcade-like experience, but it wasn't an arcade experience. It was feel how the cars would really feel in this situation kind of
Yeah,
experience.
yeah, and that's what I thought was amazing. Like, I love that a lot.
It was really fun. It was a
really
lot more
cool.
intense than I thought it would be.
Oh yeah, it was super intense.
Yeah.
Like, I was sweating at some points. I was
Yeah,
like, "Ooh."
like when you hit a car, it would actually feel like you're hitting a car.
Yeah. Or if you like you hit a wall or something, I feel like you're hitting a wall. It's hard to describe, but imagine if you could actually feel like you're legitimately racing these cars and feel like you actually legitimately get crashed without the injuries and without the insurance and without the money.
Now imagine that, but combined with VR. Now we're on to something.
That would
here.
be sick.
Yeah,
That'd be amazing.
that'd be amazing. And that was pretty much our E3 experience.
Yeah, that was it. Didn't buy any swag today.
No, unfortunately, it was all about the you today.
It's all about the you.
It's all about the you.
Yeah.
So join us again next year when we take on E3 once again. If you like this video, let us know.
Comment.
If you don't like this video, also let us know. Rate, comment, subscribe. Also, make sure to leave as nasty of a comment as possible.
Now, on a more serious note, Chris.
I don't like serious
On
notes.
a more serious note. Buy all the Coca-Cola products that you can. Coca-Cola is made in a factory that's almost 7,000, 8,000, 10,000, I don't know how many miles away it is from here, Los Angeles. But Coca-Cola and the Coca-Cola factory and the people who work there put their heart and souls into the drinks that they make. Now you should buy Coca-Cola products. Why? Because Coca-Cola represents America. And I'm a red-blooded American. And as a red-blooded American, you gotta have Coke. Because if you don't have Coca-Cola, well,